Quick before this video starts, I just want to say if you're looking for eBay dropshipping and winning product research, go to the link in the description. Thank you very much. On to the video. Today is a very important video for everyone that is worried about the recession, what they should be doing, because I'm going to explain what I'm doing and the good things about a recession, the opportunities you have. Maybe you can learn a few things and implement a few things that I'm doing into what you're going to do with the recession that is coming, because it can be a very big opportunity, of course, depending on the position you are in. So first things first, you may be wondering what even is a recession. You don't know the actual meaning of a recession. I'll just explain what it is really quick. So a recession is when economic growth is slowing down. If the economic growth declines consecutively for 2 quarters of the year, then they will officially say, okay, we're in a recession. But the way it actually affects the economy is when there is less money in the economy, which means there's less people spending money on companies and things like that. And that's because obviously every money you spend is going towards a company, which obviously then means if no money is going towards companies, companies therefore can't be affording to pay their employees, all of their employees anyway. Therefore, they're going to have to let people go from the company, which then means that there's even less people, because it's going to happen in most companies, which then means there's less people again to give more money to companies, meaning then they have to let even more people go, which becomes a horrible cycle, more people losing their jobs, and it happens a lot quicker as the downward spiral happens. So that is essentially what a recession is. And I know it sounds horrible, but this can be a very big opportunity, obviously depending the position you're in. I'm going to talk about how you can actually have money for the recession later on in the video, which is part of what I'm doing. However, recessions tend to last around 18 months on average, and sometimes even less than a year, which is much less of a time than how long bull markets last. And the bull markets is the good part, when everyone's making money, when the market is soaring in value. So let me just show you this graph here, which I think is very interesting, which I think will put your minds at ease, but also will make you recognize the opportunity that you do actually have in a recession. So let's have a look here. As you can see, the blue is the bull market, and it's so much bigger and so much longer than all of these tiny recessions of bear markets, which we're currently in my opinion. It's not been officially said, but from what I see, we're in a recession. Not financial advice. And usually the history is right in markets. It's as you can see, it's a pattern. It's the same thing every time since 1903 to 2016. What's going to be the difference now? I doubt it's going to be a big difference. Maybe the recession lasts a bit longer, maybe a bit shorter, but as you can see, it's been fairly the same every single time. As you can see here, recession 1.2 years, 1.1 years, 1.8 years, 2.8, 1 half a year, 1.5 years, 2 years, 0.3 years, etc, etc. It's all the same, usually around 2.5 years maximum, averages 1.2 years, which is about 18 months. But on the other hand, you can see the bull markets when everything's soaring in value. 2.8 years, 9 years, 8.1 years, 14 years, 14 years, 6 years, you know, it goes on for ages. It is so much longer. What I'm trying to say is the opportunity is there and you can make money. So let me just go into a bit more depth. So most millionaires actually come from recessions. How do they do that? You're probably asking, how are they coming from recessions? Well, what they're doing is they're investing in stocks when no one else is, which is a recession. No one else is buying, either because they don't have the funds there to buy, or because they think, oh, everything's going to zero, I'm going to lose all my money if I buy now. But no, that doesn't happen, does it? We always come back stronger, as you can see, every time. Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice. It's all my opinion. This is all just what I'm doing. So the reason why also a lot of millionaires come from recession is because when the recession happens, it makes people realize job security isn't a real thing, and it never was. Unless you're very high up, unless you're a CEO, you're on the board, etc, etc, then you have job security, of course. But if you're just an employee working there, you don't have job security. It's a false thing that's been embedded in many people's minds. They realize, oh, okay, no job security, so then they start to take control of their own finances. And how are they going to do that? How do they take control of their lives and finances in a recession? Well, what they start to do is they will either build a company, a business that is going to give them cash flow during a recession-proof business model such as eBay dropshipping, which I've shown on this video, and I'll explain more in a bit why that is actually recession-proof. You may be thinking, how is that recession-proof? But it is. Let me just explain. Part of it is anyway. which I'll explain in a bit. So once they've got that cash flow coming in, what they do is they start to buy into index funds, stocks, crypto, anything they can get their hands on that has just dropped considerably, which is everything in a recession. So you don't fill all your bags into one basket. It should be all spread out, and also you shouldn't dump all your money into one. You should be cost dollar averaging, because in a recession we could either just crash so much harder, because it hasn't even been announced yet. If it does get announced, we're going down even further. So that's why cost dollar average is where you'll put a certain amount in every single day, every single week, or every single month. That is the best way to do it. Depending how much money you have, it could be £50 a week, could be £200 a week, whatever it is. Any amount is good in a recession. This is because by the time the recession is over, everything is back either to the value it should be, the value of the company it should be. You'll make a lot of money, because obviously in the recession everything is crazy undervalued. So even if it goes back to what it's valued at, you'll make money on that. But obviously in a bull market, that is when everything is overvalued. Like in 2020, you see the bubble. It was a crazy crypto bubble. Everything was just going up 20% a day. And if you bought in the recession, oh my god, the money you're making during the bull market is just insane. So the question you're all asking, how are you going to make money in the recession? One, you should start the eBay dropshipping business. The reason I'm saying this is because it is recession proof, which I'm going to explain now. No matter what market condition we're in, people still need to buy their necessities. People still need to buy their toothbrushes, their phone cases, their whatever it is, just basic stuff like that. And if you can be the seller of that on eBay, then people are all going to be buying that still. That doesn't stop. Stuff like that just doesn't stop. Everyone will always be buying that kind of stuff. Whatever it is, just everyday items people need. If you focus on that, that's your niche. You don't think of expensive items, because that is bad to sell in a recession, obviously. You think of recession-proof products. I'm going to have videos in the future explaining the best recession-proof products and things like that, or categories even, such as health and care, beauty, that kind of thing, because people will always be buying that. So if you can provide that and you can sell that on eBay, then that can be your income for that, and the money you're getting from that, obviously it's a lot more in depth than that. It's a lot more complicated than that. It's not as simple as I'm making it sound. Nothing is. With that money, you can start investing in small amounts into the stock market, crypto, index funds, anything like that, and you can make money from that. And I think personally, I'm a bit biased towards it, but eBay dropshipping is definitely the easiest business model to start. And if you don't know how, I have many videos on my channel. 90% of my videos are eBay dropshipping based, so I'm sure you can learn how to do it from my channel. I can promise you that. Anyway, now to the segment of what I'm doing in the recession, because you may be interested. So what I'm doing in the recession is I'm making more and more and more eBay stealth accounts as much as I can. As much as I can handle anyway, and every day I'm learning more and more what I can do to make that easier for myself, but as many as I can have, and listing as many products as I can on each one, because the more money I have coming in, the way I see it, the more money I'm going to make in the future, because the more money I can invest in crypto mainly. That's mainly what I'm buying. I'm not going to lie, only crypto really. I'm just putting it all into Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they're blue chips and they're never going to go down, and I know that. I only go for risk-free assets in the recession, which is only Bitcoin and Ethereum in my opinion, in crypto obviously, and I was putting a bit in Tesla as well and things like that, but mainly just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Every single week I've got a buy order going in, just because I personally even believe we're going a lot lower as well. I think 13k Bitcoin is going to happen. Of course, not financial advice, but I'm just cost dollar averaging. Every week, same amount of money is going in no matter what, and that is just how I'm building my portfolio. And as you know, during the 2020 crypto bubble, I was invested before that, before the bubble happened in 2020 December, sorry, the 2021 bubble, sorry, but I was invested way before that in Bitcoin, and I didn't even have that much in. And by the time the bubble happened, it was worth so much more. So I'm thinking, if you do that in a recession, that wasn't even a recession, you can make a lot of money during it. So that's the way I see it. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to agree with me. I'm excited to see what you say in the comments about it. But that's literally it. I hope you're taking any value from this video. If you have, please make sure you press that like button and also that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of your day.